What's going on, guys? Welcome to the new episode of Double Tigers. New year, new show, new title, new show. Not really, but we changed the name in the middle of December, so it's Double Tigers now. So here's the otaku. Yeah, yeah. What the
What's going
the
on, man?
biggest thing? Yeah, the biggest thing that happened this week is that we both survived New Year's, and then the other biggest thing is Jason Momoa is gonna be
Jason
Lobo.
Momoa. Jason Momoa is Lobo.
Well, I mean, honestly, I had a feeling that he would have been because he already does all the Lobo things, smokes, rides bikes,
Yeah, to be honest, he makes a better Lobo than he does Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yeah,
Yeah, he should have been
Aquaman.
Lobo the first time.
Right, right. So I think it's just a better casting. I think he'd
Yeah,
be great as Lobo. To be honest, yeah.
yeah.
It's
He
good
he
for
already does all. He already acts like that anyway, and he already does all that anyway. So
he looks like Lobo to begin with.
yeah,
So guy doesn't need to really put on much makeup for.
yeah. Well, I
um,
mean, I hope he at least puts on a little bit of muscle at least because he it looks like he has a gut. Last time I seen him, he looked like he had a gut.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to. Well, Lobo's kind of he's changed over the years, but likes to drink.
Yeah, yeah,
He's muscular, but
yeah.
he's not like cut, right? So
Right, right. But I mean, at least look like semi in shape, a little in shape, just a little.
he'll
We
probably
just
get
need
in
him
shape for the role.
yeah.
But
That'd
yeah,
be
he will
that.
be appearing in Woman of Tomorrow, the Supergirl movie,
Yeah,
and they haven't really started filming yet or anything. I think they're gonna start filming this
I
later
have
this
I
year.
have a feeling. I mean, you never know. Oh well, there's so many people in the Superman. I don't think they're gonna have Supergirl and him end up in the end credit.
It'll be interesting to see how they set it up
Yeah,
because I would imagine people want to see Lobo fight Superman.
right,
They want to see Superman fight somebody, right? Because
right, right.
before it was like Superman, we got hints of Superman maybe possibly fighting Black Adam. That never
Right,
happened.
right.
Um, and so this time around, I think the stage is set for
But
a
you already
battle.
know the books that are gonna go up is Lobo's first appearance, Lobo and Superman fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Any cover with Lobo and Superman fighting on the cover, that's gonna probably go up.
yeah, yeah,
Or even Supergirl and Lobo fighting, that's gonna you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
Well, we'll get into that. I actually have some of that prepared for
yeah,
the Spec Flex rec.
yeah.
I
What's
always mess it up.
going
Rec
on, Deal?
Flex. What's up, Dellaman?
Yeah,
Who's in the
yeah,
chat? Let's see. Let's do
yeah.
some shout
Well,
outs.
there's two, but the Dell's the only one that said
What up? All right,
yeah,
well let's kind of get into things. We already mentioned the Jason Momoa news.
yeah.
Anything else in the that's been announced recently that's catching your eye?
Uh, nothing that really interests me, except for like a couple of movies and stuff, but nothing that I've seen so far.
Yeah, I think we've been covering things as they kind of get
Yeah,
announced. Um,
right,
so the Superman trailer was a big thing. Now
right.
this Jason Momoa announcement. Uh, I guess we could talk about the the slate for DC. We know there's
Hmm.
a Green Lantern
Yeah,
or television series coming,
right.
and
I mean,
it's
I'm
an
looking
animated,
for I'm
right? It's
looking
an
forward to
animated
that.
series.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the Green Lantern thing. It's just, I mean, I understand that he wants the Green Guy Gardner to be the first Green Lantern and whatever else, but dude, at least a little younger, man. He's a little too old, I think, being honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, the dude's a great actor. It's just that, that role ain't. I mean, guy is a little older, but guy shouldn't be.
Yeah, he looks like a dad. He shouldn't look
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
dad. This is kind of what
right,
you're trying to say, right?
right.
Kind of like the
He
dad
looks
bod.
a little. Yeah, he looks a little funny, and because the guy already has a TV show that he does, The Rookie. So, and he
Yeah.
looks like a damn dad in The Rookie. So he's not in shape in The Rookie. So I'm curious
Yeah.
what he's gonna look like.
Every now and then you get that. You get that sort of the timing. Like an actor
Yeah,
comes in auditioning for the role, looks great, and then
yeah,
then there's some time that passes between
yeah,
the casting and the
yeah.
filming, and he comes in out of shape or something, and you see that every now and then, and that kind
Yeah,
of
it throws it off. I mean,
mechanics.
him as guy would have been okay if he was a little, you know what I mean, if he was a little thinner from, before The Rookie. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
when he was on Firefly and all that stuff, he was a little bit more in shape at the time.
yeah,
But now it's like, well, it's okay. Like you said, dad bod. That's
yeah.
the problem.
Well, we got to see. We don't know exactly
Yeah,
what the Guy Gardner will look like. We got what, 2 frames of him.
right, right, right,
So who knows? It may be a situation where he just didn't look good in that particular frame.
right. I'm
But
hoping.
yeah,
We're hoping.
he actually looks pretty good.
Right.
Um, uh, there was some big MCU news as well, wasn't there?
I think so. I'm not
Um,
sure. I've been busy this week, so I haven't been able to actually sit down and actually read any of
yeah,
the new stuff.
I
So
can't think of anything top of mind from the Fantastic Four, but um, I think they announced that the Fantastic Four movie is going to like they said it was set in the past, but it's actually not set in the past. It's just there's like a flashback sequence where it's set in the past. So it looks like there's some kind of origin there that's being told, but then they're going to bring it to the present or the future or whatever it is. It's just not set in the 60s.
right,
At least I hope it's not set in the 60s, but that's kind of where the Fantastic.
that's here or there, man. That's just hearsay right now that we don't know for sure. You know what I mean? So
Right, right. That's actually another big movie I'm looking forward to. And I just don't feel good about it right now.
none
With
of
the
us do
casting.
because you saw the poster already. So yeah, so nobody's really. So I got a
Disappointing.
fun. Yeah, it doesn't look. You know what I mean? It doesn't look good right now.
Doesn't look good.
That's the
No.
problem. So, but yeah, whatever.
I'll still watch it.
Yeah, we're all comic book guys, so we'll still give it a chance, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All
It's
right.
like
Before we get to
what's up,
Tech
Luke?
Rec Flex, hey Loke, what's up, man? Happy New Year. Hope you had a good end to the 2024, and yeah, looking forward
Yeah.
to 2025.
I am for sure. I am looking forward to this year to be be better. It's gonna be better.
Yeah, I think from it, the New Year is always a good time to kind of like
Hmm.
set some resolutions and try to live by them or create some changes. And I know there's
Right.
a lot of people in the community that are going through a lot of transitions, a lot of changes. So I think 2025, I think, is a good time to just like, if you have a specific health goal, maybe, want to
Right.
lose weight or something, I think 2025 is a great uh, time to just really
Yeah. I think I
motivate
got to start
yourself
working out,
and
man.
stay
I
motivated.
put on weight.
Yeah.
I didn't put on much, but I put on enough where I'm like, maybe I should start working out again.
Just, it doesn't even have to be working out, just like doing more activities and
Right.
eating better. Just those two
Yeah.
changes alone, you'll see like a
Right.
real stark difference, right? So, I'm gonna remind
Stop
myself
eating.
to do that.
Yeah. Stop eating junk.
Stop eating
That's
junk,
what. Yeah.
stop drinking soda, and
I've already stopped drinking soda, but now I need to stop drinking the teas and stuff like that too. Because I replaced the soda with seltzer water anytime I'm craving like something bubbly or something like that. So
that's good. Yeah.
yeah.
Any New Year's resolutions outside of taking better care of yourself?
Not really. I mean, nothing, nothing on a comic thing, but comic list. My list is always there.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things on the list. There's that Golden Age book that's based off of that Vampy cover that I'm gonna be after this year. So
I've resolved to read more. I always kind of make the excuse like I don't have time to do.
Right. But
to read
if we stop messing around on YouTube, we'll put the amount of time we mess around on YouTube, TikTok, and all that other stuff, we probably can go through at least a comic.
So when I'm not on YouTube, try to read more. So I'm definitely going to try to do that.
But no, I'm not saying this. I'm saying like when we're bored anyways, that we could grab a book, instead of scrolling on YouTube to see what everybody else is up to.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing against everybody, but this is we all need to read more. Because honestly, we all need to read a lot more. I mean, not all. I mean, because we're all collectors, but we all seem to end up collecting more stuff than reading it half of the time.
Oh yeah, I'm guilty.
What's going on, Captain Ahoy?
What's up, Captain Comics?
Long time no see.
All right, so
that's my biggest issue is there's a comic there. I should read it, but I got this laptop right next to me. There's YouTube on. You know what I mean? So it's like
it's a hard thing to, I think, resist when you're in bed or somewhere at home.
But you got more responsibilities than I do. You got the kid.
Yeah.
You know, and the wife. So it's like, either go do this or go do that. Go do this with the family.
Well, that's a good thing about having a kid. I think you are forced to not, kind of try to keep the phone down, be focused on him, and
But the biggest plus on that side is too, you can read him a comic for a bedtime if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So that gives you an excuse to
doing that.
Yeah, but that gives you an excuse to read it.
True. Yeah. No, we're probably going to start reading comics at some point. But I'm reading books to him now.
Right.
And before, he used to be really receptive to lying down and reading a bed before bedtime. But now he's kind of like, I don't want to read it. I don't want to read a book tonight. And he's, resisting wanting to be read to.
Okay.
And it's difficult because he can't read himself. He's kind of can read. He can recognize words and stuff, but he can't read sentences and stuff by himself.
Okay.
So it's a weird spot to be in, but hopefully we'll come out of it okay.
Yeah, he'll come out of it okay. It's just just find something that he likes and then read it to him. You know what I mean? That's how I ended up. It's like I had to find something because comics was something I liked, so it caught my attention. But I'm dyslexic, so it's even, you know what I mean? It was hard for me anyways, but comic books helped. You know what I mean? It was like either comic books or either not read at all. But and then a lot of the teachers said, it was like, told my mom the same thing, was have him find something that he enjoys. You know what I mean? And then we found out, hey, comic books is something I enjoy. So it's like, so she did get me some, but she didn't. But every time we would go, it would be, hey, are you going to read it or are you just going to look at pictures? You know what I mean? That was the problem that she was worried about. So
yeah.
So, but yeah. As long as you keep it up and wanting to like have him pick whatever that he wants to like you go, yeah, let's read something for bed or something like that, but have him pick it. Don't don't you because you end up picking it. He's not gonna like it because his dad picked it, you know what I mean, or mom
Yeah.
picked it. So just
Yeah.
have him pick what So it's like
Definitely, got a stack of books. I'm just always like, if you want to read something, pick something out. And
yeah.
again, he has just to be, sometimes he really wants to read a book. So other times he's like,
Yeah.
I'm tired. I want to go to bed. So
Well, but that's fine as long as he's tired and he goes straight to bed. That's
Yeah.
cool. It's
Yeah.
just, but if he's, you know, you know how it is. It's like, oh, he's tired, but you hear him messing around, or it's like you said you were tired. It's like,
no, he's pretty good about going to bed. He's
Okay.
actually sleeping now. So
oh, that's good.
All right.
That
Well, we're
sounds-
going to get to our spec rec flex.
Flex.
And then we're going to go into our pickups for 2025, what we are targeting
Right.
in 2025. So it's going to be short and sweet today.
Yeah.
Jeff is going to go meet up with the homies at a comic show. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be the Land Florida comic show, and it happens every year around this time. Actually, he does two shows. There's the Daytona Beach comic show. So there's two shows that he does. So this is the 1 day show. But the Daytona show is 2 days. But this is one of the better shows, and it's So we're gonna be going for a little bit, and then hanging
What are
out
the
with
table
homies.
fees?
Not sure.
Okay.
Not really sure, but I know
Sure?
I know no, $5, not too bad. I mean that's better than some of the bigger cons like the Fanboy Expos and stuff like that, or like
I like these smaller shows better because you got with when it's just comic book sellers, you're gonna get great deals.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun environment.
Yep.
I don't need cosplayers. I don't need
right. None of us really do. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind them. You know what I mean? But we both don't mind them. It's just, well, if they're there, they're there. If they're not, oh well. It don't hurt.
I'm always in the mood to dig through a dollar bin. So the more dollar bins
bin,
the better.
Yeah, $1 bin, $2 bin, $5 bin, any type of bin. It's just I'm too lazy. Sometimes I get lazy at shows, and then I just look at the wall. I'm like, ooh, I like that, but it's too expensive.
So who are you meeting up with tomorrow?
Meeting up with Steve, Brian, probably meeting up with a bunch of the guys in Orlando too. The Heroes After Dark. A couple of other guys from Orlando. Like it's probably gonna be a bunch of people. The Comics Den, the
Comics Den,
Sarah and Angelo. Yeah, the Comics Den. Dude, I'm not even known for my own channel anymore.
To you, right?
Yeah. I'm not even known for my own channel anymore. Half of the time I'll go, if they see me, they go, "Oh, we saw you on a Comics Den video." But it's pretty funny. But I may pick up some stuff tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah. Since MegaCon's next month, I'm not gonna try to spend too much because MegaCon is like 3 days. I mean, I'm not trying to spend a lot at MegaCon either, but got to save some type of money for MegaCon.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
pick up little. I'll probably put like little pickups. Yeah, little pickups.
25 targets. Let me know what you're going to be on the lookout for.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go first, or what's the deal? You want to? We're starting with a spec book.
Spec book. Let's see. Where the hell is my spec book? Misplaced my spec book. Yeah, like I always do. Yeah. Oh, I did misplace it. Aha. You guys know what this is. Film Force. Specking on Film Force. If there's ever gonna be a female superheroes. Yeah.
Okay.
Bill Black.
What is what AC Comics?
AC Comics, and
They're
then
from
it's
the
by
80s?
Bill Black. Yep.
80s, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And has this been the option for anything?
Not yet, but if it is, if there's so many of, I mean, the boys and all that other stuff has been, you know what I mean. I won't be surprised if they pull this one out sometime.
Okay. And
Yeah.
why do you think it has like spec potential?
Spec potential because it's a female superhero group.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's not. It's just it's another it's another alteration of superheroes besides DC and besides besides Marvel and the boys and whatever else. So, I mean, if the boys were successful, you never know. So, FemForce might be another one, another one in the books if this ever gets optioned.
If it ever gets, if
It's
someone
a
ever digs it up and
yeah.
looks at it.
I mean, it's these books you can find them in dollar bins most of the time. So,
All
but
right. Well, this is related to what we kind of were talking about with the Momoa announcement.
Yeah.
My spec book is Justice League International 18. And
that's supposed to be Lobo on the cover, right?
That's Lobo on the cover. Now, Lobo makes his first appearance in Omega Men 3, as we all know. And he makes subsequent appearances in that run. But he's not the character we know today from that Omega Men series run. It's really his introduction here in this Giffen De Mateus series, where he's established.
He looks funny in that one, but
yeah,
so
he transitions from this to becoming more like the Jason Momoa look.
Right.
As we progress forward, but in this comic book, he famously says, and it's very similar to the Wolverine line. He famously says, "I'm the best at what I do, which is killing." Right? He says that, and that kind of establishes who the character is moving forward. And this kind of reintroduction of Lobo precedes his first fight with Superman, and this is actually Guy Gardner and Lobo's first meeting, which makes it a big book, and it's already popping up it's already trending. But I picked this up way back when people were kind of like, is Lobo coming? Is Lobo not? And I just kind of like, I don't care if he's coming or not. I'm just going to get this book because it's an awesome book. And I got mine signed by the artist Kevin McGuire here. Now this quote unquote fight between Guy Gardner and Lobo, Lobo kind of, it's sort of like a cliffhanger. Lobo and Guy Gardner are about to fight, and then continue their fight in the next issue. And so Guy Gardner, in this series, Guy Gardner just becomes this really nice, mild-mannered guy, respectful. He like changes. He's trying to be good, I think. And then when Lobo busts through, it gives him a reason to forego that. He totally goes back to being sort of a like a rebel,
sort of a dick.
Yeah. He says he's back, and they get to fighting here, but then they're separated. So it really doesn't end. You don't get a winner out of this thing. You just get a nice little cat fight between these guys, and it ends at that. So yeah, these are two great, I think, spec books to pick up, especially if you're just like wanting Lobo keys to pick up. These two covers right here are great. It's a great combo here. Just the Like you go from Lobo to like Guy,
Mhm.
a little battle cover here. And that is my spec book. All right, your recommendation book. What do you want people to pick up?
Recommendation, huh? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Why not? Yeah. Just Tarot Witch of the Black Rose.
All right.
Yeah. Just it's cool. It's Jim Valiant, known for the '90s, the Catwoman, the purple cat suit. So
Okay.
he's known for
That's the
known for the
artist?
Catwoman. Yeah. Jim Valiant. He's known for the Catwoman from the '90s, the purple cat suit.
Yeah.
So but yeah, him and his wife does this pretty much two witches, they're sisters, and they get into shenanigans. So it's a decent read, pretty cool read. So,
it's like a horror book then.
Yeah, it's in between horror. Like one day got Christmas, they get Christmas issues. Halloween, they'll get Halloween issues and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's a pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Just a good read.
Yeah, it's a good read.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy it. If you're not into witches, you might not enjoy it. If you're not into, your recommendation.
My recommendation book. This is a recommendation book. So I mean, I think a lot of people are going to be speculating on Lobo versus Superman. You mentioned
Right.
it. It's already happened in the comic books.
Right.
Sort of this ongoing thing, kind of like the Flash race, Superman versus Lobo is kind of a thing now.
What's going on?
Hey, Damien, what's up? So Lobo and Superman's first meeting and battle is on the pages of Adventures of Superman 464. And in that battle, Superman sort of they battle in the Fortress of Solitude, and Superman's not his full strength. And Lobo takes advantage of that and really kind of like beats him up. He beats the snot out of him. So it ends up kind of ticked as a Lobo victory against Superman. And again, that's post this issue. It happens after this issue. And it really establishes, I think, Lobo as this sort of like intergalactic mercenary that's powerful enough to take down Superman, right? So, and then their second meeting or battle, not really a battle, it's just a meeting, happens in Adventures of Superman Annual number 2.
Right.
And Superman's just kind of breaking up a fight between Lobo and this other guy, and he kind of manhandles them. And then it ends there. It doesn't really amount to a battle between Superman and Lobo. So technically their second fight, or their rematch fight, is here in the pages of Superman Man of Steel 30. And you get the great fight cover as well. So Adventures of Superman has a great fight cover. Lobo's kind of swinging Superman around. And here you get the double punch cover here. This is a John Bogdanovich cover here.
Okay, so I thought he had long hair. I thought he had that mullet from the '90s when Death was Superman.
So yeah, that's a good point. This is post-death or post-resurrection Superman.
Oh, okay.
So this is when Superman dies, comes back.
Right.
And there's a lot of questions around just how powerful, because he ends up being more powerful than before.
Right.
Resurrection, right? He's just a more powerful Superman. And he proves it in this fight. He basically kind of just lays out Lobo, and Lobo ends up just kind of leaving, not not engaging Superman because
Right.
he understands, boy, I could really get hurt here. So yeah, Superman takes out Lobo in the rematch, and this is what I would recommend. It's a good read. It's a $1 bin pickup, although it might be going up.
Yeah.
As
From
the Lobo,
yeah,
the
but
Lobo
like
spread
you,
picks
yeah,
up.
like we were saying, anything with him punching Superman, anything with him fighting Superman on the covers is probably gonna start shooting up. And
Yeah.
anything with him fighting Supergirl, maybe too, because since it's in the Supergirl movie, so never know.
Yeah, I think this will just be a popular book. I don't know if it's necessarily a key,
right?
Because it's shall be the third meeting, second fight.
But yeah, but the biggest thing is the cover. It's not even if not for the story or whatever, it's the cover.
Yeah,
he's punching Superman in the face.
This is the depiction of Lobo, I think, that we all kind of now know him as. You know, it's very different from this one. This is more the Momoa look right there, the long hair and everything. So
yeah, but like you said, like we were saying, anything with him punching Superman or punching Supergirl is gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go. You know what I mean? At least if it was $1, but you know, it's gonna probably go up to like 10, 20. You know what I mean? Slowly, but anything with him.
I mean, I picked up for 33 cents. So if it goes up to even $5, I'm happy.
Right. Yeah, any of us that pick up a $1 bin book or $2 bin book, you know what I mean? That's the throw of the hunt. It's like, oh, hey, I found $100 book for $1.
It really is about the staying power of the pricing, though. You know, it's like
right.
If you're going to keep a book, or if you're just flipping it, and I probably should flip this book. This book's for sale, by the way, if you want it.
Right.
You should, if you're going to flip it, it's good to time it to these like movie announcements and flip it then. But hopefully it has staying power, so I could just keep it in my collection at the end of the day.
I mean, even if it didn't have staying power, it's still a good read.
It probably doesn't. It's a 90s book. There's a good jillion of them. And to be honest, it's not really that great of a cover either. They're fighting.
Right.
I don't think it's just...
and it's the 90s Superman with the mullet.
Yeah, it is actually. I think you're right. It's got a little bit of a mullet there.
Del goes, I don't buy it if it's not $1.
Yeah. If you find it for $1, pick it up.
Yeah.
Better than not having it. All right, let's hear spec book.
I mean, my flex book.
Okay, your flex book.
Yeah, well, this one is Perillo, Lucio Perillo cover. Yeah, one of his like 2000. So it was early 2018. So it's like before he started I almost said vamping up, but ramping up to do all those Dynamite covers.
So he's just a cover artist on Vampy, or is he did he do interiors on Vampy?
No, he's only covered. He's only known for covers, but he was known for doing not A covers for them. He was always either like D, H, triple A, like the double,
the variant covers. He's
variant covers, but he was never known to do A covers for that at the time at 2018. But this is a lower print volume of Vampy, so volume 4, issue 11. So it's a lower print run, so it's a harder book to come by. I think it was
or did you get it slabbed?
I met him and got it slabbed. I met him and had him sign it and got it slabbed.
Nice.
So, yeah. So it's a little, it's a little It's a little pricey, this one, because since it was I think it was a MegaCon exclusive. I think at the time at 2018. So I forget, but it was something. I forget, but yeah. So the rarity of this one is a low print run because it was the last issue of the mini series, or
nice.
Is it? Yeah. So it's a lower print.
Beautiful cover.
Yeah. All
That's
of his covers are
9.8, I guess, because it's a black cover.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all of his covers are pretty much, like pretty, outstanding. I mean, if you like the old Spanish artist painted covers, he's pretty much, the replacement, and he's probably the replacement, not really replacement for Ross. Ross is his own beast, but because Ross did interiors. I'm not sure if Perillo's done interiors. I have to look it up, but I don't think he has. And he started with magic cards. That's what he started at, was doing magic cards. So Perillo started with magic cards. That's kind of funny. Smaller canvas.
Nice. Yeah, I know you've been talking about that artist because he's one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, him. Just go like anything. Ross, like any type of painted style is pretty much realistic style is mine pretty much.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like, Jim. I like all of them too. It's just, but my preference is the realistic type. You know what I mean? Like, so.
It's beautiful to look at.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, get to my flex book now.
I went low flex this time. I went mini flex. Okay, it wasn't super flex.
Mini
like
flex.
I'm
not doing a full flex. I'm doing kind of like a, it's maybe the preseason flex.
It's a baby flex.
flex.
It's a small flex. It's a baby flex.
The start of the year. We're kind of getting into the flow of the collecting year. I am going with. So I showed off sort of a.
Yeah.
I guess you just call these like partner covers.
Right.
What would you call these? Like just like a duet set?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a partner, like set. You said. Yeah, duet set, like a partner cover.
I'm going with a duet set for my flex, and starting here with the issue that kind of started the whole Geffen DeMatteis run of Justice League, and that is Justice League #1.
Yep, I remember that book. I know that book.
Just this iconic cover by Kevin Maguire. I got it signed by him a few years ago.
Right.
And actually, no, this one I didn't get signed. This one I got as a signed book. I found it for like $5.
Right.
And I bought it. So it was a signed copy I got for $5.
Right.
Which was a steal because this book alone is like, in this condition, is like a $20 book.
Right.
So I got this nice signed high grade copy of the book. Just a fantastic view of the team here. We got Guy Gardner. Want to make something of it. All right, and then they get into this run. They kind of transition into Justice League International, and they bring in more and more of these like quirky characters to the Justice League. Yeah, it's a very quirky team.
Guy Gardner, Martian Manhunter,
Booster Gold.
No Superman, right? I don't.
Well, Superman, not technically, he's not part of the team, but he kind of shows up here and there. But yeah, he's not a part of this team. But you do have Mr. Miracle,
right?
Blue Beetle,
and yeah, like you said, all the goofy little characters.
Martian Manhunter, he's not so goofy, but
but he's not goofy. But Blue Beetle,
like Big Barda comes in as pretty like a goofy character as well.
Guy Gardner, Blue Beetle.
There's like a bunch of international people that act really foreign and international. Right? So, as the duet cover to that, we have Justice League International #24.
Right.
So it goes from this to
Right.
like, hey, you know, like who let these guys in? You got Batman, Wonder Woman there. You just got this nice like
Right.
kind of like team that's emerging, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to recruit people to Justice League this entire kind of run, and they're kind of trying to find their little identity as a group, and they become Justice League International here, which is a nice little little you know, team shot there, or just a
Right.
snapshot in time of, you know, this gathering. Yeah, they don't actually maintain as a team. You know, they have like Hawkman, Hawkgirl kind of join and then leave, and they have trouble like keeping people. But yeah, I got this one signed by Kevin Maguire again and Joe Rubenstein, who
Oh, okay.
actually worked on this book. So, or the
Yeah, there
cover.
was no. Yeah, honestly, there was no place for them to really sign it besides the the Justice League logo area, because anywhere else would have been all over the
I love it. I
the
love
heroes'
it.
faces.
Yeah, I love it on the Justice League.
Mm.
So yeah, double signed book. These are, and I just love that, you know, again, I think with the Lobo announcement, and the way Gunn's approaching the DCU, Gunn has mentioned he loves this run by Geffen DeMatteis, and it really kind of makes sense. There's a lot of humor and
Right.
silliness in the book. There's a lot of really good writing, like, you know, smart, just kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Just sort of like very smart humorous writing in this book. So great dialogues as well. Like I mentioned, Lobo comes in with that great line, "I'm the best." You know, he basically is copying Wolverine word for word, like, "I'm the best at what I do, and that's killing." You know, like,
Right.
it really establishes a lot of these like newer characters, because this is a post. Keep in mind, this is a post-crisis. You know, Crisis on Infinite Earths basically reset, and it reset with Man of Steel, the Superman title. It creates this whole new sort of timeline universe set in the modern world. All these characters kind of get a modern rewrite, and they're put in these new scenarios, and yeah, and that this is what you get, and that's, I think it just if Gunn is taking that attitude to the movie, like, I got these IP characters to work with, but why don't we just create new versions of them and run with it? I think that's going to ultimately be successful. So there you go. These are books you kind of want to maybe own and just read. All right. So what are you targeting tomorrow? I know you're going to go to the show. How much money are you taking? What are you on the hunt for?
No, I mean, I'm not taking much. I'm taking like you know, like 100. So not, you know, that's a decent amount, but I'm trying to see if I can. But I think this book's gonna be a Heroes Con more than anything. Is that Golden Age book me and you talked about before? So that's probably gonna be a Heroes Con pickup whenever I end up going to Heroes, or if I can find it earlier than that.
Book, just remind us again. It's like an early Frazetta cover work.
No,
what is it?
It's a homage to that the homage to the Vampy. So it's
Vampy
it's
homage,
pretty much
that book.
Right. Yeah. So the Vampy homage, that cover, I always forget the damn title of the book, but if I see the cover, I already know what it is.
It's like Alien Worlds or something like that, right?
Something like that, yeah. It's something like that, yeah.
Weird Science or something like that.
Well, yes, so one of those. It's a pretty cool book. But that one, yeah. But yeah, a couple, yeah. But that's gonna be like Heroes Con time, or if You know what I mean? Or if I can get it sooner, it'll be nice. But if I can find a decent copy for for a
Okay,
lower.
that's one of the things. What else are you honing in on?
I mean, I got other stuff on my list. I got some completion of some vampies or Crown of Worm run. There's like certain covers that I want from that run. There's a bunch of stuff. I mean, but if I find it, I find it. If I don't, oh well. You know what I mean? Going to hang out with the guys is more than enough. Really, if I find anything, that's cool. But not really like
Yeah,
itching anymore. Like
just chilling with the guys,
yeah,
chatting it up.
right. Pretty much. If I find it, you know what I mean. Cool. If I don't, oh well. You know what I mean. At least I got to hang out with them. That's the biggest thing. It's like the book part is not the part that really interests me as much. You know what I mean? It's like just to see them and hang out with them and talk shop and just bullshit with them is the biggest thing with me. So because honestly, all the books, the all that other stuff is secondary. You know what I mean? But there's certain books I'm looking for, like Tale Witch of the Black Rose, trying to finish that run, or not trying to finish, but trying to at least collect everything from one all the way down to to now. So I got like little bits and pieces. I'm like not like issue 8 or whatever, I think, and there's a couple issues that I'm missing from the beginning half, but I got number one. I got two number ones. I got one, A cover two for Tarot. So that's another, that's on a list, a watch list that I want. There's some purgatories that I look for. You know what I mean? But those are hard to come by because those were con exclusive. I didn't know that. And then there's a Bloodlust. If I can find a hardcover Bloodlust, that would be nice. That's a leather bound edition that has Joe Jusko's sketch on the back, and it's like a couple hundred that were created, just like the Jose Gonzalez Mail Away. Similar.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a tough thing about what you collect. There's a lot of big books.
Yeah. Rare.
If you got nitty gritty, like there's a lot of big.
Yeah.
Like and they're hard to find too. It's not like it was like mass produced.
Right.
So
yeah. So it's that one's especially hard to find because like a couple people wanted $1,000 for one of those books, but it's not worth, because if it's not completely sealed, it's not worth that. But if it's open, you know what I mean, it's a couple $100. It's okay. But if it's sealed, it'd be cool. But not paying $1,000 for a sealed one.
Yeah, that seems ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's pretty much Bloodlust. I've showed everybody those covers before, where it's Joe Jusko's art, and then, but this was a hardcover that came out. But after, how they release them in the floppies, hardcovers, soft covers. So before it hit soft cover, it had a hardcover, but it was super rare because it was like a couple hundred with a sketch. With a sketch with Jusko's with Jusko's signature on it, and it had like numbered something like that. Yeah, so that's another, that those are, I mean, I have a list. It's just, like you said, rare, hard to find.
Yeah,
a lot of that stuff might be Heroes Con, you know what I mean? But yeah. It depends on if I'm looking hard. I mean, Heroes probably will have it because there's so many vendors at Heroes. But this one's a little show, so I find little knickknacks or whatever. So that's gonna be cool.
Good luck.
What are you after this year? Besides me,
I've got a lot of books on my wish list. It's always sorry, hang on. I meant to do this in the. I am going to share a link in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, it's asking me to sign in. Actually, can you? I dropped a link in the chat. Can you put that in
Yeah.
the chat? Drop it in the comments.
Yeah. You want me to drop it in the comments?
Yeah, just drop that link in the comments. So Jeff's dropping a link. Part of my goal is to add more books, and for me to add more books, I need to kind of sell or trade or just get rid of books.
Whoops.
And,
I did, but I copied it in the personal one. My bad.
Okay.
Hold on.
But what I've done and what I've gone and done is I've put all the lit books that I want to trade or sell in a spreadsheet, and I have the grades. I have the key significance of the book.
That's the link.
That's the link. Most of the books here are key books, minor keys to some major keys. So you just got this like wide variety of books. And again, I have the value, the trade value there. Now the trade value is not the sale value. If you want to buy the book, I'm willing to come way down on that price I have in the spreadsheet. But hopefully I'm just trying to get books I want. So if you are down to trade, I want to give you more and receive less kind of trade. So if you're down to do that, send me over, any offers. But yeah, a list of my books is there. That's available. Check it out. If there's anything you want, send me a message, comment in any of my videos, or find me on Instagram at Otaku Tour Guide.
Oops.
And we'll go from there. All right. So I'm actually going to share my screen to show you some of the books I'm targeting.
All right.
And let me present here for a minute. So I have my key collector. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. My key collector here up.
You're after Uncanny X-Men 36?
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get Psylocke number 1. Going to try to get Uncanny X-Men 136. This book has gone down a lot.
I remember when those things were in dollar bins.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't mind picking up First Dazzler.
Yeah. Well, that giant size is going to be the
This is always on my list. I would love to have it, but I'm probably not going to pick it up because I just don't have money.
Right.
Wonder Woman 207. These are all sort of like on the list.
Yeah, unless you hit the lottery.
Some of these Jim Lee ones I'm always kind of on the lookout for, but
right.
Kind of like with you, if it's there and it's at a price I like, I'll pick it up.
Right.
It's nothing I'm not going to go up on eBay and just like start hunting this. Now, there are a few exceptions though. So this list, there are ones I'm actually really, really targeting this year.
Right.
This is one of them.
Right.
Batman 251 is one of the books I am trying to pick up this year. And we'll see how successful it is. Now, if you've been following me on my channel, you know I'm in a fantasy football league. I'm in the finals in the league. And if I win, come Monday or Sunday or Monday, I will know. I think Sunday is the last of the regular season, right? I don't know if there's a Monday night game.
Yeah, I think so. I think Sunday. Yeah, I know the Bucks are playing. So
by Sunday, I will know whether I've won this league or not. And I've got a 70-point lead at the moment, so it's good. I've got a 80% chance of winning this league, according to ESPN. I'm 80% the likely winner. So that will mean I will have $900 coming my way.
Right.
The league. And so that will bankroll this comic book, hopefully, in the coming weeks. And
well, I hope you bankroll it enough where you don't have to spend the whole $9 for that. And
I'm gonna get a low grade copy, but
right,
we'll see. Also, I'm gonna target this book as well. This is a cute book because it has all this first Legion appearances here. So it's a big
right.
pick up this one. This is the famous
Oh,
Jeff
well,
Loeb.
that one's not gonna be as expensive and not gonna be as hard. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I don't need to have this in uh, high grade either. Can have it in like mid grade, good presenting book.
right.
This is one I that's on my list. I already have the lenticular cover, but I want
Oh,
just
yeah,
the standard A cover as well. It's a dollar bin book. I'm sure I'll run into it at some point.
right. And then
Um,
then the other book, then that
Lamagnon, yeah, those are
no,
on my
yeah,
list.
yeah,
But this has also been on my list forever. First, Mr. Sinister. I got to pick that up at
right,
some point. Don't want
right,
to spend a lot on this one. I tried to pick it up for like $20 or so.
right.
This
Gambit,
this one is way up on my list, and I'm
right.
thinking of just pulling the trigger on like a $30 or $40 book on eBay, or
Mm,
sorry, a low grade book on eBay for this one.
mm,
And this is Neil Adams' Dead Man cover with all these great comic book creators here on the cover. Just an
right.
absolute classic must-have issue for your Neil Adams collector. And wouldn't mind adding this. This is just a nice classic cover. But the one book I really, along with a Joker 251 that I really want to add, and this is something Simple Simon and Naman Young have both covered on our channels.
Right.
And with the passing of Jimmy Carter recently, I just
Right.
want this book now, and it's at the very, very top of my
Right. So yeah,
priorities.
Naman Young got it, and then Simon ended up. Oh yeah, we all pitched in for to get it to Simon. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So this is a book. If that money comes in, I think this will be one of the first things I pick up. Just pick it
that'd
up
be
on
cool.
eBay and just be done with it. So,
Right.
um, yeah, love this. Love this cover. Love this book. Love everything about um, what this book represents and how Neil Adams put it together. Put so much thought into this big showcase cover, right? I
Yep.
mean, it's a prize fight between Muhammad Ali and Superman. I mean, it doesn't get any much larger than life than that. So
Right.
that is what I'm specking on in 2025.
All right. Or what you want to pick up in 2025?
What I want to pick up in 2025.
Those are a lot of spec books already anyway. But yeah, 2025 pick wants. That's your wants. Yeah, mine are not too bad. And then yeah, and then I saw a Kickstarter for Spain. It's, something for artist from Spanish artist again, and I same thing like the Enrich book artist book that I kickstarted. So the same thing, but they had a special package where they had the Vampy model that actually modeled the famous Jose Gonzalez cover. They actually have a portfolio with all the photos that they used for that image, and she's actually still alive. So she actually signed a bunch of them. So if this thing gets funded, I'm gonna end up getting that art book and that portfolio with all those signed pictures of the model.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm hoping this thing gets funded. It gets like 50 something days to get funded. So let's hope it gets to whatever their funding number is. But there's there's cool stuff on Kickstarter every once in a while that I see interest me. So so that's one thing I'm looking forward to this year. So because it's supposed to be, if it does get funded, it's supposed to come in October. So
Nice. So
yeah,
what's the buy-in?
the buy like there's tiers, there's different tiers, but the Vampy tier was like 60 60 something bucks in Spanish money. So probably like a couple $100 on our end, like 100,
Yeah.
102. Yeah. But it'd be interesting to see if it does get funded. If it does, that'd be kind of cool to actually receive. Because that model is still alive.
Yeah.
That model's, I think she's in her 80s now, or 80s or 90s or something like that now. But originally it was, it was not. And got signatured, got a bunch of this stuff signed. So looking forward to it. So we ran into an hour, guys. So we'll check you guys next week. We'll see you soon, and we'll see what I pick up from the con. So
yeah,
see you guys later.
We'll show off what he gets from next week.
Yeah, if I pick up anything, but yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Cover whether I win the fantasy football league and
and did he pick? Yeah, if he whatever he picks up. But we'll see you guys later.
All right.